Suomalainen huippu-urheilu ja sen kehittäminen lepää jo aika monessa lajissa ulkomaalaisen valmentajan harteilla. Me seurataan aika ylpeinä omien valmentajagurujemme maailmanvallatusta, mutta sitten kun on vieras omalla maalla, niin se onkin jo vähän hankalampi juttu. Sulattaako Leijonien uusi päävalmentaja epäluulon, suomalaisen epäluulon jään? Tervetuloa Mr. Doug Shedden!
Doug, how did you think the media reacted when you were announced the head coach? What did you like the press conference you had with the Ice Hockey Federation?
Well, it's basically what I expected. It was, a lot of good and certainly there was a lot of bad, and which was, to me, is very understandable, being a foreigner in a foreign country and, being asked to take on this job. I certainly understand it's not going to make everybody happy, but I was kind of surprised about the, more than anything, was the disrespect that some of the guys, media, showed towards Mr. Kumala and what he's done in the Ice Hockey Federation. I was kind of surprised about that.
Do you think the Finns are assholes?
No, not all of them. It's just like Canada. We have a few bad apples too.
Yeah.
But it just showed a lot of disrespect for some people, I think.
Is this something that you haven't faced before, working with Helsingin IFK and Jokerit?
No, I think it's, obviously the media is what it is. It's your number one sport here, so it's very scrutinized, every little thing. And I've certainly learned that by being here for a year and a half now, so, I understand that. And, my feeling is I can't make everybody happy, and I won't try.
But does this nationalism surprise you in any way?
Again, a little bit and a little bit not. It's just... It's something like it's a few bad apples, spoil the barrel.
Yeah, but it's like the Finns seems to forget that when we won the World Championships last time, we had a Swedish coach. Now when we are doing well in soccer, we have an English coach. So it's not necessarily so that you have to have a Finnish coach. I mean, it's not bad, but sometimes I think you should get influences from other countries.
Yeah, again, it's an arguable point that can go on and on and on. Being a Canadian, and hockey's our number one sport, if they hired somebody other than a Canadian with so many qualified people, we would be surprised too. But at the same time, I think you have to give that person an opportunity and give them a chance, and this is what your country wants to do, so you have to support it.
Would it be possible to have a Finnish head coach in a Canadian national team, ever?
There's a good question. I don't... Would it be possible? It'd certainly be possible. Would it ever happen? I don't know.
Yes?
No, I don't think so. Maybe. I don't. There's, Canada.
Why not?
That's a good question. There's no European coaches, I think, right now coaching in the NHL, which I'm sure should change because there's so many European players working in the NHL, so it should change.
Does it motivate you that you are nominated for 1 year, and after that, Jalonen is going to take charge?
Well, I think it's very important to be giving this opportunity to take a huge advantage of it, whether it's 1 year, 5 years, or no, 1 year is better than no years, and especially with the World Championships being in Canada next year. To me, it motivates me to get this team, there and get them to play as well as they can, because you're on the big stage in Canada for these 100th anniversary of the World Championships. It's going to be awesome. So there's a ton of motivation for me.
What if you wanted to continue after that? What if it was a success? What if you had a great start with the team?
Well, I think then that I don't know what would happen. I'm just preparing for the 1 year, and then we'll see what happens after that. Because my boss right now, my contract runs out at the end of next year, so who knows if I'll be in Finland.
How does your family like it to be in Finland? Do they enjoy it with the snow and darkness and no sun and a lot of water?
Well, to me, our family is having a great time here. The second year has been better than the first year. The kids have really enjoyed their school.
That I understand. Yeah. The second year is because you're in a different team. The second.
But they're enjoying it. The darkness is what it is. I know being here, it depresses a lot of people, and it's tough on you. But to me, it doesn't bother me. So it's not a factor. Canada is very similar to Finland as far as we have all lakes and cottages, and so the surroundings to me is the very same. And I like to fish and hunt and do those type of things. So we're really enjoying our time here.
Actually, there seems to be a certain connection between the Canadians and the Finns, I've noticed.
Well, it's very similar living, I think,
Yeah.
weather and everything.
Yeah.
What about the children? How do they like it?
They're doing great. Again, the littlest one, she she wants to stay here and go to high school.
So you have to have. Okay, I understand. I understand.
If we go back to ice hockey, what do you reckon is the most important thing for the Finnish team to realize, to learn, to how should the team change?
Well, I really don't see an area where you have to change anything. They've been so successful in the last few years, and they've done so well. Last year, silver, bronze in Olympics and World Championships. So there's no whole lot of change there. I think if you look at the whole picture, I think the Finnish people are a little concerned about who's coming up. Like, you don't see maybe a Jari Kurri coming up or a Timo Solani, a real natural goal scorer. And I think that's one of the things that this country is worried about. Who's going to replace Timo Solani and Saki
Could you
Kubu?
please tell us that? Give us 5 names after Selänne, Koivu and Lehtinen. Who will be next? Give us some names.
Well, there's a young kid that plays in Ilves named, is it Lindgren? Lindgren's a good young kid that had a real good training camp in Dallas this year, so there could be one. Tumo Rask is a goalie, but that's the strength of this country, is the goaltending is unbelievable. Like, you can pick 6, 7, 10 guys and do all right there. So I think that's the problem in the junior ranks. It's who's going to come up, and a lot of those names I don't know because they're either playing in junior in Canada. So I think that's what the Finnish Federation is worried about.
Do you think there's something in the Finnish mentality when you come to the last point that you believe in what you are doing and that you can win the game? Do you think there's something you can teach the national team psychologically that
That's a common belief
Well,
here
I
that
know,
we're
like,
weak in
so
that.
many people
in that
saw me last night and said, we missed out by 1 goal so many times. Can you get us over that hurdle? And the question of that is, I don't know. I hope I can try for sure to get over that hurdle. But, that's just, it's this close all the time. And, at least the positive side is you've been that close. There's other countries that are this far away. So let's not forget that. Let's take the positive. And a lot of people here don't like to take the positive. Positive, you're this close.
Yeah.
How do the players take this decision? Have you had any comments from that side?
Well, I don't read the papers, but I know Timo Solani sent me an email saying congratulations, and he looked forward to meeting me in that. And
Olli Jokinen, I read in the Tix TV that he was really happy about this decision. So
yeah, and I look forward to meeting them this year at the World Championships in Moscow, and also playing some golf this summer with them, and having a couple of hockey pops and getting to know these guys and see what they're all about, and forming that relationship. So next year in 2008, they knew who I am, and I certainly know who they are. I think it's going to be a fantastic ride, and I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Thank you for coming to our program.
Thank you.
Kiitos.
Thanks.
Kiitos.
And all the best.
Thank you.